We kick off SmackDown backstage with Roman Reigns, who's being flanked by Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman. We have fatal 4-way action next with the second US Championship Invitational. The winner of this match will face Santos Escobar next week to determine who will get a shot at Austin Theory's title. LA Knight gets a huge pop as he makes his way down to the ring. Rey Mysterio vs Sheamus vs Cameron Grimes vs LA Knight. LA Knight makes a strong start to the match and dominates the opening stages of the match. Sheamus is all over LA Knight as Grimes sends Rey Mysterio crashing into the barricade. Knight takes Sheamus down with a clothesline. The Irishman hits back with a backbreaker. Sheamus now takes LA Knight down with a clothesline. Grimes dropkicks Sheamus from behind before Rey takes him out. It's Rey and Sheamus staring each other down. Sheamus hits Rey Mysterio with an Irish curse backbreaker. Grimes comes in now. He's all over Sheamus momentarily but eats a backbreaker, eventually. LA Knight now pulls Sheamus out of the ring. Mysterio finds an opening, and he heads up top. LA Knight and Rey are now in the corner. Sheamus joins them, as does Grimes, and we get a crazy spot in the corner involving all four men. Rey and Grimes are going back and forth inside the ring. Rey sends Grimes crashing into Theory, who is seated at ringside. Sheamus pulls Mysterio out and sends him into the barricade. Sheamus now heads to the top rope and wipes LA Knight with a clothesline. Sheamus goes for a brogue kick, but LA Knight blocks it. He hits Grimes instead. LA Knight plants Sheamus with a modified burning hammer, but Rey breaks it up. Grimes now looks for his opening, but LA Knight breaks it up. Mysterio now hits a double 619 to Grimes and Sheamus. Rey goes to cover Grimes, but Theory pulls him out of the ring. Rey had it won there. Santos Escobar now charges out and attacks Theory. Grimes nails Sheamus with a cave-in but can't capitalize. Rey rolls Grimes up for the win. Rey Mysterio wins. Next week, it will be Rey Mysterio vs Santos Escobar to see who gets a shot at Austin Theory's United States title. Moving to the next match. Charlotte Flair vs Io Sky. Bayley is on commentary for this, and her back and forth with Michael Cole is gold. Charlotte Flair starts the match string, but Sky hits back with a low dropkick. Charlotte eats another dropkick as Io takes control early. This has been an interesting start from the latter as she goes after Charlotte's legs to try to ground her. Charlotte knocks Sky off the apron with a big boot. Bayley now starts yelling at Charlotte and distracts her. Io finds another opening. Charlotte has been favoring her knee in this match, and Sky isn't backing down. Charlotte hits a nasty series of chops and follows it up with a fallaway slam. Incredible. The Queen now smashes Io with a clothesline for a 2 count. Bayley distracts Charlotte right on time, and Io Sky takes advantage to hit a sit-out powerbomb for a near fall. Shotzi now appears on screen, and Bayley is terrified. She runs to the back to leave Sky on her own. Charlotte's injured knee is letting her down here. She still manages to block a missile dropkick and locks in a Boston Crab. Io breaks free and hits a dropkick as she tries to regroup. Charlotte cuts Io in half with a spear, but the Japanese star kicks out at 2. Charlotte regroups and hits Sky with the natural selection and picks up the win. Charlotte defeated Io Sky. Asuka immediately attacks Charlotte after the match and lays her out. Moving to the next match. Austin Theory vs Santos Escobar for the non-title match. A strong start from Santos Escobar. He floors Theory with a dropkick. Theory hits back by booting Escobar in the corner. Santos Escobar isn't holding back. He hits back as good as he gets, and Theory knows he can't take it easy here. Escobar sends Theory crashing out of the ring and the champ wants a timeout. Santos Escobar is still on top. He sends Theory crashing out of the ring and follows him with a tope suicida as Theory collapses at ringside. He's lucky the title isn't on the line tonight. Theory smashes Escobar in the face with a left hand and follows it up with a brainbuster, but it's only a near fall. The champ can't believe it. Escobar nails Theory with the Phantom Driver and pins the champion. 1, 2, 3. Theory was lucky the title wasn't on the line tonight. Santos Escobar defeated Austin Theory. Up next, Dirty Dom puts the NXT North American Championship on the line against Butch. Dominic Mysterio vs Butch for the NXT North American Championship. Butch takes Dom down with a clothesline early, and he now works over Dom's left arm and twists his ear to add further insult to injury. Butch is all over Dom's left arm and locks in an armbar. Is there any way Dom can leave with his title? He's gonna need a massive assist from Rhea. Speaking of which, Rhea hands him a steel chain, but Ridge Holland runs out and grabs the chain. Butch and Dom trade right hands as Pretty Deadly makes their way out. Elton Prince has a shoulder injury, but he's in a wheelchair for some reason. Pretty Deadly is gold. Butch continues to dominate Dirty Dom and Rhea Ripley looks horrified. Dom goes for the 619 but eats a German suplex and a boot to the head. Another near fall for Butch. Kid Wilson demands an apology from Ridge Holland on Elton Prince's behalf. Wilson ends up running away, leaving Elton Prince at ringside. Prince now follows Wilson and runs away. In the confusion, Rhea Ripley hits Butch with a chop block to the knee. Dom now sends Butch face first into the ring post. Dom now makes the cover for the win. Dominic Mysterio defeated Butch. Moving to the next segment. Jey Uso is out next and makes his way down to the ring. No Jimmy tonight. Roman Reigns and what's left of the Bloodline are now making their way onto the ring to confront Jey Uso. The fans are chanting Jey Uso as the Bloodline make their way into the ring. Roman wants the fans in Orlando to acknowledge him. Roman now asks Jey if he still wants to go ahead with this. Jey says that he has to do this because of what Roman did to Jimmy. Roman says Jey won't get him because he doesn't get it. He says Jey is just a soldier, just a pawn. More USO chants fill the arena. Roman signs the contract, and so does Jey. Roman asks if the elders know about this going down to tribal combat at SummerSlam. Jey says it was their idea. Jey describes everything he wants to do to Roman when they get in the ring together, but Roman isn't having any of it. He wants, little Jey, to shut his mouth. Roman takes off his lei as more Jey Uso fans fill the arena. Roman and Jey face off in the ring. Solo goes to spike Jey, but Roman stops him in his tracks. Jey just wipes out his own brother with a superkick. Roman looks wary as he makes his way out of the ring as if he's sizing Jey Uso up. What a way to end SmackDown. The WWE Undisputed title will be on the line at SummerSlam in Tribal Combat.